So I'm really bothered. Yesterday I shot the x-t2 and dude, it has me wanting to sell my Canon 5D4, which I never thought I'd hear myself saying that I want to sell my Canon 5D4. There's no way. I actually sold my 5D3 so that I can get the x-t2 in the studio. So dude, I'm out shooting again because I have to test it. I have to know. Like yesterday I shot both cameras together, and just looking at the image files, like the two files, looking at them right side by side, the x-t2 just looks so good. So I'm out shooting again today to find out if it was a fluke or not a fluke. We'll see.
Cross your mind, I see you flying by with you tapped down, convertible and long blonde hair.
So if I can get rid of my 5D4 and go to this, I'd be super stoked, seriously. Like carrying this around all day, working with this is super fun, super easy. I say super a lot, I'm sorry, that's just what it is. I really like this camera. I'm taking some images with our model, so you'll see those. Everything as far as shooting it just works really smoothly. There's no hangups, it hasn't fudged on me. I've been using the 56 1.2 and the 23 f2. The 23 f2 I absolutely love. The 56 1.2, I don't know if it compares to the Canon 1.2. The Canon 1.2 is super nice. Like, it's a really good lens. But being able to downsize, carry it around, feel good about the body, I'm just stoked. After shooting the x-t2, I seriously have no regrets at all. Losing the 5D3, I'm not even missing it at all. I thought I was gonna regret it. I've chased gear in the past and it's really gotten me nowhere. Now, a lot of you guys are wondering like, dude, you're giving up a full frame sensor, you're giving up, you know, more battery life, etc., etc. I'm not missing anything. I've been shooting today. This camera seriously is its own thing. Now, one of the things that I've been wondering is, am I gonna sell my 5D4 to invest into this ecosystem? I have the GFX 50S in the studio and I love it for studio use, but I wanted something else for run and gun. I was a Canon guy and I'm really on the fence. You guys can decide for yourself, but seriously, the x-t2 is holding its own in a lot of different ways. The autofocus is great, the continuous autofocus is great. Using the LCD in this thing is amazing, so there's a lot of plus sides so far. Let's get in the studio and wrap this up. Okay, first of all, I want to say I don't hate Canon. I absolutely love my 5D4. This thing has been my breadwinner, my money maker, just one of my favorite tools I've ever had. Starting with the 5D2, the 5D3, and now the 5D4. Like I said in the video, I sold my 5D3 so that I can grab this guy. I had no intentions of going this route. In fact, I was really happy with the 5D3, 5D4 combo. That was my main wedding photography combo, my commercial and portrait shooting combo. Loved it, absolutely. Can't say anything really bad about the 5D3, and I can't say anything bad about the 5D4. If you want to get into specs, sure, the 5D3 doesn't have some of the nice things that this x-t2 has, but in real world use, like I really love my 5D3. In fact, I think that's a great camera. If you have a 5D3, it's an amazing camera. If you have a 5D2, that's great. I'm just really surprised on how good the x-t2 is, and the conversation that I'm starting to have now is, do I trade this? So this is the x-t2 with an 85 mounted to it, the 85 1.2, or the 56 1.2, which is equivalent to the 85 on full frame. And then this is the 5D4 with the 85 1.2. Completely different system. Again, this is full frame. There's a lot of benefits to this camera. There's a look that I absolutely love about the 5D4. This is a great tool. In the same sense, this is also an amazing tool. This x-t2 is small, it's compact. I don't feel like people are as nervous in front of this thing Again, with that said, shooting this, people didn't take me serious. Now, once people see the images, does that matter? Probably not. But when I'm shooting this thing, they think that I'm just kind of just fiddling around, or I'm a hobbyist, or whatever the case may be. When I pull this thing out, people know I'm at work, or I'm going to work, or I'm on a mission. I like holding the x-t2. I like the feel of it. I like the idea of it. I love the glass. I love the color. I love everything about it. Same thing here. I love the feel of the 5D4. I love the glass. I love the feel of it, but it's so much heavier. It's so much bigger. Is it worth trading one for the other? Oh man, I'm really not sure. I think for now I'm gonna shoot both systems. Without a doubt, if this was a 5D3, I would be trading it or selling it and getting two of these. At this point, having both of them in the studio is just awesome. So I'm not willing to give up my 5D4 quite yet for the x-t2, but I really do like it. And I probably will shoot this 99% of the time. If I'm going out and shooting street, if I'm gonna grab some landscape stuff, if I'm going to shoot some family stuff, I'm gonna shoot some stuff for social media, this is probably my go-to camera. Now, going to a wedding, I might stick with the 5D4. Now, I'll have both of these in my bag, but I'm gonna lean towards the 5D4. I do like how quick I am with the 5D4. I do like the auto-focusing system. I do like the continuous focusing system in the 5D4, but this also isn't a dog. Like, this is great. So you just have to find the tool that best fits your needs. They're both really great cameras. I'll give you an update in about a month. I do have the 24-70 for the Canon. I think I'm gonna be selling that to grab the 24-70 for the x-t2, or the 24-70 equivalent, excuse me, for the x-t2, because it's a lot lighter. And I'm not really a zoom guy, but I do carry that lens once in a while for convenience. And because I love the images out of the x-t2, having a small compact 24-70 equivalent, why would I carry around this big hefty equipment when I'm happy with the image quality, when I can still print, when I can still get the stuff that I want to get out of it? But talking about portraiture, that beautiful just depth of field or shallow depth of field, man, the Canon 5D4, the Canon glass, I mean, it really just does something special. Now I have a GFX as well, the GFX 50S, and that is a different beast than this altogether, but talk about shallow depth of field and all that stuff. That camera is just simply amazing. In terms of just cameras in everyday use, I really like this. Is probably 95% of my use, and this is gonna be the rest. Carrying these at a wedding, I'm gonna pull this out a lot more than this, but this does have a place. This is a great tool. So I'm not saying that Canons are bad. I'm not saying Canons are bad. I'm not saying that this is a piece of crap. I'm just saying that in the style of shooting that I do, I'm really liking this right now. Okay, so if you have any questions, just let me know. I'd be glad to help. Comment below and I'll answer them the best that I can. Right now, again, I'm gonna be using the x-t2 a lot more than I'm using my 5D4, but I'm not ready to sell my 5D4. But it's up in the air, it's a consideration. So I hope that helps. Subscribe, and I have more videos out. I'll have another video this week, talk about creativity, and yeah.